Shalom party people, and welcome to the 12th C. So, PHLster Enigma. This is a training pistol. This is not my live firearm. This is just I believe it's a SIRT pistol, and it's a little laser training device that happens to have a very similar pull to the Glock model pistols. This one's modeled after the G17. I happen to have a Esmark compression bandage that is this little white rolled up thing right here, and I just have that rubber banded to my setup. I happen to have a Benchmark 175 BK, I think is what it is. This may be the CBK model because it's the Coyote holster, and if I'm not mistaken, I think these are now discontinued, but you can catch them on clearance a few places, and it's been a decent push dagger, and we'll talk more about it. This is PHLster's, what is it? It's the Ascent pistol pouch, and this will hold either single stack or double stack mags without any issues. And then this little buckle I pulled off of a, what was it? Just some backpack that I didn't need, and just happened to be in Coyote, and this is concealed carry, so it doesn't matter. Rubber banded to this, I have a SOF-T tourniquet that I've got folded relatively flat. And then at the end, this is a magnetic buckle that is part of the PHLster Enigma chassis system, which is absolutely wonderful. It just hooks in right there. You grab it and it disconnects. But if you look, kind of a alligator style clip, and it just magnetic locks right into place. So the PHLster Enigma chassis system, you can actually pick up just the Enigma OS Standard chassis for $93. And what it is, it would be this carbon fiber base plate. It would be this leg leash, which hooks onto either your left or right leg, depending on if you have it on left or right-handed draw. For me, obviously right-handed. The belt right here, and the belt will just be super long and fit, one size fits most. And that will be the standard Enigma OS system that it comes with. It is compatible with a whole world of holsters. And basically what the holster has to have is these two screw holes that will hold your mod wing type design, or like your raptor claw type design. And there's a certain set of spacing, and the website goes in really deep on what it will hold. And these two holes have to be below the trigger guard. And as long as it is below that trigger guard and accepts that, that wing style, that raptor claw style of accessory that goes onto the holster that actually cants how the handle fits up against the body, then it theoretically will be compatible with the PHLster. I bought the holster that this has got attached to it, and you'll see that it actually has some contours that fit into the Enigma directly from PHLster. This is their PHLster Pro holster, and it kind of comes out. It's a little bit wider. It helps to break down the shape of the pistol a whole lot nicer, so that way you're not getting a lot of muzzle flip in there. And if you've got a little bit shorter pistol, this really helps change the dynamics of how it will index inside of your clothing. I do like that it does have some very solid retention. For an inside the waistband holster, that's about as good a retention as you're ever going to want anyway, which is fantastic. So with the chassis, the PHLster OS Enigma Standard, and the PHLster Pro holster, you're sub $200. I really do like this Ascent kind of universal mag holster. It, like I said, it's $38. It slides right into the belt right there. Very, very wonderful setup. What I like about the PHLster Enigma system is basketball shorts, sweatpants, dress pants, doesn't matter. I have my exact whole system with me wherever I go. And that makes life quite wonderful. I have been in basketball shorts and a t-shirt, so exactly what I'm in now. And I've had meetings with people, I have hugged people, I've high-fived, I've played basketball, and they had absolutely no idea that I had anything on me other than what was in my pockets. The level of concealability that is in this is great. It's good for winter carry, it's good for summer carry. It makes the ability to have a duty style firearm on my person so much easier. because before that it was a pocket pistol when I was in basketball shorts, because my J-frame revolver didn't always stay. The ability to carry this plus medical on me wherever I go is absolutely fantastic. If you've paid attention to some of my other videos, this PHLster Enigma system was with me when I took Refuge Medical's Essential Responder course. For day 1, it had my full setup in it. For day 2, it had to be, minus the pistol, minus the magazine, and minus the knife. That being said, they gave me a training pistol at certain points of the course, and that training pistol indexed with this system because it was based off of the Glock platform. The PHLster Pro holster is good for a whole lot of different pistols, and it's they have different models that it will fit. I just happened to buy the Glock one because that's what I run. What I like about the Glock model is from the 26 all the way to the 34, it will hold in the Pro model. You can save a little bit of money and you can buy the Enigma Express. It does not have the contours and it is not as comfortable, but you're going to save about $50. And so is it worth the $50? Maybe, I don't know. If you're already spending $150, spending an extra, $50 to make it basically the $200, you're right there. So you might as well. Mine, I modified a little bit, and that was just to fit a couple accessories that I run on my Real Master Blaster, but that's outside of the scope of this conversation. I chose not to cut the belt because I got it doubled over in the tension right there, and then I just threw that belt buckle on there for a couple of reasons, but the main one is if I ever needed to give it to somebody who was bigger than me and they needed to run it, then I wouldn't have to worry about, oh man, I already cut the belt down. Another thing that I like about this holster is it is extremely modular. You can do whatever you want to it. The aftermarket that is for this thing is through the roof. You don't have to run PHLster's holsters. You don't have to run PHLster's mag carriers. The Facebook group that is open for this thing, I hear, is pretty incredible. I haven't spent much time on it, but there's people who are just coming up with ways to, dual carry pistols, people who are coming up with ways to run rifle magazines on this thing. It's basically an inner concealed duty belt, which is absolutely fantastic. I've seen cops running them for undercover work where they will have 2 magazines, a baton, mace, a set of cuffs, and their handgun on them, and not even know what they have. So it is very, very doable for what I have. This is about the most that I'd ever want to carry. But with my EDC, with the medical that is on here, plus the knife, plus the gun, it's a good way to go. I 100% recommend this platform, the PHLster Enigma, solely because now I have pressure tested it for 2 years, and it works for me in every context. I'm able to carry the same thing every day wherever I go. And then I've now pressure tested it through Refuge Medical, the Essential Responder course, and I will link the review that I have for that medical class down in the description. But what that class, just very briefly, it is 2 days, very, very intense medical course, and it's very, very physically demanding. You're in mud, you're in a whole lot of water, you're getting sprayed with a fire hose, you're having to do drawing your firearm and sending down break of contact fire. You're having to engage enemies. You're having to apply medical on the fly, and me ripping out the SOF-T tourniquet without any issues. I broke the rubber band that was on it, but rubber bands are expendable, so I just throw those rubber bands around the outside and it's good to go. And having the ability to re-index a handgun inside of a holster came in very, very handy in that course. There was a situation where I would run into an area and I ended up using the firearm that they gave me, which was a training pistol, and I put the firearm back in my holster twice and pulled from the holster and made shots on target without any issue. The biggest thing that I did notice is that third time that I tried to re-index, because of how wet my shirt was and how fast things were going and the stress of the situation, I didn't get a solid index on that one, and the shirt got in the way. That has nothing to do with the holster. That has everything to do with my training on that. But all in all, it's a very, very wonderful platform. The only negative that I have to say on it is how I've attached this little Esmark compression bandage onto it. I've noticed that under extreme duress that the little rubber band that I have on there doesn't hold it the way I want to, and so maybe I just need to double that rubber band up and go from there. But all in all, wonderful platform. I highly recommend it. It is money well spent. I personally would recommend the PHLster Pro holster to go with the Enigma OS system, and then I really do like this this additional magazine pouch that is there. Makes life absolutely wonderful. Go do hard things.